So Liereyy playing as Bulgarians again. Another Bulgarians. And we got Viper playing as Poles. Their typical colors. And looking at this, I think map looks alright. Back berries, side golds. It's a little hill, but it's at least it's away from your enemy. And a couple wood lines that don't look terrible. That one looks close. Decent map for Viper. And looking at Lierey's map, I mean that berry is definitely pretty forward, but easy to wall left side, just one little area to close. He does have back gold and back wood, so I'd say a good map for Liereyy as well. So thank you. Yeah, I don't know why that. Nice if that auto changed. What do you guys think? What do you prefer, Poles or Bulgarians here? Bulgarians from Liereyy? Okay. You know, honestly, I'd probably be thinking Poles myself, but just for the reason that you have those great farms that give you the free food with your full work. That's a huge advantage. And also against Bulgarians, it's nice to have you have crossbows too. So now the one thing that is a little tough though is there could be Bulgarian pressure early on, and men at arms and towers and things like that. And also if in kind of like mid castle age, if you get a castle up and you get conics or you get that unique tech that makes your knights attack 25% faster, those are game changers too. So he enjoys the farm simulator. Yeah, Viper is usually good with the greedy civs, I find. Kind of has a style that matches that. So Lierey's 3 on wood here. Okay, so he's going for a fast up. 4 on wood from Viper. Wow, with a fast mining camp. He's going archers for sure. So Viper's pushing deer here. This is kind of the fast archer build, it looks like. He's expecting fast men at arms, I'm going to guess. I would laugh so hard if Liereyy just went fast up and just did a traditional skirm rush and towered the gold. But we'll see. We'll see. He's going for 2 lumber camps, though. Good. And Liereyy started walling it in, then decided to stop. Do 2 palisades there. He's got 2 lumber camps as well. Looks like he's gonna house wall or just wall that way. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Lierey's up super quick. 19 pop. 1 bill less than usual. He's scouting here. Oh! Dodges the PC. Sees the gold. So the second he sees the gold there, now the question is, what's he doing? He's in stable here, okay. I'll wall in this section. His map is really good here, not gonna lie. Backwood, you wall crosswards. Archers coming in, it looks like. And it looks like Viper doing Viper things and probably gonna wait even for the farm upgrade before dropping a bunch of farms. And he put this full work in a way that he can really maximize. I think he can put 6 out of the maximum 8 on a floor like that before getting rid of the berries. So, good position there. All right, pressure coming in from Liereyy here. Go. Alright, scouts going around. Trying to find other spots to hit here. Ooh, this is a little dangerous for Viper. Good retreat, but if you send 1 scout in there... Oh, if they both get trapped though. Oh my god! This is, good and bad though. He might lose 2 villagers in here, depending how the walls go. So I like the quick walls there. He lost 2 villagers, but at the same time, Liereyy lost 2 scouts, and there's some harassment going on over here. So, dicey stuff for sure. He is doing a rage though to make sure he doesn't have any long-term problems with it. Viper doing Viper things? Yeah. No doubt, eh? Yeah, it's it's a very useful skill. It's funny because right now Viper's though he's behind in economy, but he's ahead in military, so it did both at the same time. And probably another full work here, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, he is taking advantage of that economy boost. But honestly, though, if we're looking at Lierey's economy, he's got 15 on food. Like, and he's forcing all the action to go through this one area, so he knows that's where Viper's going to come. If Viper attacks. So the scout is super useful. The fact that Viper kept this scout is the main thing making this like defendable. Or attack, you know, sorry, he can do damage. But Liereyy does have a spear here. Now I do think they might, you know, depending on who gets fletching, it might make a difference here. No fletching for Liereyy, so more scouts coming in hot. Walls by Viper. Good micro by both, I think, here. We'll get a couple archers for those scouts. No, only one. Yeah, and now I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, Lierey's going to get fletching just to be absolutely safe. He knows he killed a few villagers. He knows he's already got a lot of farms. He even delayed the blacksmith, so make more farms. But honestly, if you look at the economy, Viper might even up before Liereyy here. So. Have you ever mind coaching? What do you mean, yo? Do you mean have I ever coached Age of Empires? I think that's your question. Yeah, so I did for around like 2011, 2012. I think I coached, I don't know, 50 students or something like that. Quite a few. I haven't done it since then. Well, I have on occasion, but not often. Honestly, though, I think with if I'm being perfectly honest, if you're looking for coaching, watching things like this is one way to improve, and probably a pretty good way to improve. Also, you know, there are some players that have actually some pretty cheap rates for coaching if you look around. So, if you're curious, I'd you know, send me a message offline. I'll send you to one or two people that. You know, I'd actually say don't ask me for coaching. My rates are pretty high comparatively. So, coaching the Vipers. Well, it's funny because like in 2010 and 2011, I was near my peak. I kind of near my top skill and maybe a little lower than top, but I played Viper a ton back then, and that was while he was getting better for sure. We had a lot of good games then, and there was a time when I would have won a lot more than I lost, and then at some point in the future there was a time when I lost a lot more than I won, and Viper's kind of steadily improved since then. So, but which footage do I have from those days? So I don't have any recorded games or anything, unfortunately. But everyone used some sites used to kind of just upload all my games anyway, so I bet most people have them somewhere, or I bet some of the sites do. But and all the tournaments are still around, right? If you search hard enough, you probably find them. By the way, I don't think that's closed. Okay, you notice. skirms, yeah, nothing to worry about too much. So, and this is where I think we'll see what Viper's doing here. So I'm gonna guess that 1 TC. I'm gonna guess he does a monastery. I don't even see a stable. Is there seriously no stable? Yeah, he's going mass boom. He's gonna use the market gold. Yeah, he just bought all those resources. Gonna do a 4 TC boom, and maybe even 5. So, and looking at this too. Look at this. Liereyy, you know how we were talking earlier about Bulgarians going cav archers? He's definitely going cav archers. So, and a 2 TC boom, I guess, from these resources. But skirms. He's getting the skirm upgrade. Okay, no, makes sense. Makes sense. Let's see his reaction here. Oh, he just barely doesn't see it. Now, this is how you know Viper's going super greedy. If you're Liereyy and you see the scout has no upgrades, and you see the archers have no upgrades, 100% you know Viper's doing a full-on boom. So, oh, seems slow. Yeah, it is. Oh, there we go. Thank you. We go a bit up and down. I usually leave it at 1 speed, but yeah. You're right. Well, we can always speed up through the lower action spots. Oh, yeah, Viper spots it. Yeah. So now let's see though. We gotta see Viper's base here. This makes a huge difference. Easy to wall or hard to wall or where the TCs are. This lumber camp can be ranged. This lumber camp can be ranged. These two are very defensive, and I'd say hard to deal with. That full works looks pretty easy to keep intact. Let's see this from Viper's perspective here. Yeah, he sees cav archers. He knows they're coming. Honestly, I think you want to drop some buildings here so that at least you force those towards your TC. Yeah, and that's exactly what Viper's doing. Makes sense. By the way, the one thing that's dangerous for Viper is that he's not going to have map control. So if Liereyy wants to, he can easily get the relics. So Viper does have 1 scout on like 6 HP or whatever left to find. What should Liereyy do in this case? Absolutely. That's a good question. You do a bunch of things. One of them, you raid like he's raiding. Deny as much wood as you can. Deny whatever resources you can. Second thing, you go for the relics. I don't see him building a monastery yet, but probably coming soon. And third, you definitely keep booming. Your goal is not, you don't want a mass army. You want to make a little bit more army so you keep map control and then still have a good boom behind it. Some other things you could do, I'm not saying you have to do. Yeah, I was going to say you can push with siege. You can push with Bulgarians. Honestly, if you have 350 stone, this is a great spot. Hit 2 TCs, deny the wood, be by the main gold. Build those crepos. And honestly, it's a... Oh my god, he did get in here. Where did he get in? Oh, he got in over here. This is super dangerous now for Viper. Yes, so many more villagers, but it's a... Now it's a messy game. So... See Viper going to the university. But honestly, it's not just about the university. He just needs units, right? By the way, what should Viper do in this case too? Honestly, I say he was slightly too greedy. If you see 3 ranged skirms, 3 ranged skirms, he should have been adding these skirms earlier. Also, you get the armor on them. You don't necessarily need ballistics, but you need the armor. Also, it might be worth it to add a siege shop and a couple scorpions. But honestly, even just 2 ranges full skirm is probably enough. And as typical Viper fashion, he's got the stone for a castle already. That's commonly he will put 1 PC on stone and put 10 or so bills on there. Normal Viper stone. In this case, he's just wanting to stop any pressure in the center, which seems reasonable to me. But I haven't, yeah. But Liereyy can also put the pressure on the sides. He's got the option. So the other concern I always have is, well, where do those? They did go with cav archers. Go cav. Yeah, I don't speed enough to touch them. They're kind of just dancing around for a bit. So he does go in with the Mangonel going straight in. Okay. Does he see this castle? He doesn't see the castle. It's literally right here. Oh, spots it, okay. But there's a lot of skirms around, so kind of gotta not overcommit. Easy to kill, you know. Viper has good micro with dealing with these skirms. It's not gonna be a down cast, so he'll get it up. He denies them. And yeah, castle will go up slowly there. But see, by the way, the problem that Liereyy has is by not dropping a crep host on these, and maybe not pushing one of these sides as aggressively, like maybe on this hill, he has 20 villagers behind him. So, and should Liereyy rush him? I'd say the only way you rush him is if you have a castle on a hill above their castle. If you had one right here, this hill looks higher elevation than this hill, I'd probably put it on the edge and then rush him. So, if not, I actually might even delay it slightly. He's putting a defensive castle. Honestly, though, I think Liereyy hasn't grabbed the relics either, so judging by the economy, I think it's looking a little dicey for him. The score should tell him that, too. Couple good kills here, and with the Veil there. Honestly, this first castle, I would have preferred right here at the very least. There's 2 forward golds here that Liereyy, I mean, this one he can probably get no matter what, but this forward gold is looking like it's in no man's land, and depending where the pressure comes in, it might be hard to get that down the road. Now it looks like Viper might be considering... I wonder if he's going to go Imp first, or if he's going to go Mass Knights first. Because just from the upgrades I see here, it makes me wonder if he's just going to go Mass Knights right now. Like, you know, a ton of stables. Which could be dangerous for Liereyy. He does have this guy's sign up blocked off. And, but this is a little, you know, not too open, but... But we will, looks like we will see Conics, though. So we're going to see Conics against Poles. Should be interesting. The problem with Poles is just they can afford so many knights. But it does look he's switching to cavalry. Where's the second castle going to go? Right here. Okay, not a bad castle either. Currently being chased here, and Viper also realizing he's going to expand outwards here, protect the left side of his economy a bit with the castle. Germ's coming in. Oh, almost one-shotting. Yeah, you one-shot that one. We'll see the micro here. Oh. Ooh, good attack round. But, I don't know what to say. Yeah. I think Viper just doesn't care about these. More important, more bigger fish to fry, I guess. Now, you always got to remember that it's also worth it getting the infantry upgrades for the dismount Conics too, if you're Liereyy here. But if you see the score, it's looking a little dicey. Shouldn't the castle be forward? Well, it's one of those things where if the castle, let's say a Viper did put the second castle forward, it might be trapped down. So hard to say. Oh, geez, look at that. He went Bracer first. Okay. Wait, you going Cav Archers? Wait, is he going Conics or Cav Archers or both? I think I bet both here. Oh, a lot of Knights coming in. Jeez. That queue is nuts, yes. No doubt, eh? 25 or whatever. Yeah, it's just popping out like... Oh, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad. Even this is gonna hurt really a lot. Lierey's losing a lot of ills here. Now we did get heavy cav archer, but it doesn't help a lot when you only got 9 archers. Um, Poles are OP. Yeah. Well, honestly, at this point, yeah, you know they're gonna do the mass knight strategy, so you almost gotta be prepared for it. Um, it's funny too because some of Viper style is actually good against what Poles typically does, which is build a lot of castles, go later in Castle Age, and then later game when you have more cost effective units like Conics, then you're okay. So, and it's kind of funny. So Liereyy might have done better playing it like a typical Viper would, but yeah, I think as soon as Viper hits him, it's dicey for Liereyy here. Yeah. Lots of raiding going on for sure. And even doing some damage against the cav archers too. Not a lot, but he walled it in. That's funny. But yeah, you can see Viper's at 200 pop and Lierey's at 75. I think it's in trouble. As soon as the upgrades come in, yeah. Wow. Whole stuff, eh? Let's check the stats. So military-wise, it actually wasn't that different. Viper was a little bit more, got a few more kills than losses there, but not by a ton. But economy, yeah, you just had way better economy this game, and then just did a ton of those cheap knights. So APM pretty similar. GG guys.